Evening everyone. It looks like Bitcoin's starting to show its cards. So within this range we've got a wedge developing, and it looks like we are potentially breaking down on this wedge. So I've been, in my gut feel, I've just been drawn towards this area right here. This area right here is just concrete support, and it would make sense for a final flush down here to just take what's left on the table before moving up, and you also get to retest all this. So once all the support is retested, it's kind of like we've taken all the liquidity, we've reset the market, we've tested this all, and now it's time to move. Now previously Bitcoin was holding up, so I was respecting that because technically it hadn't broke down, even though my gut fear was it should be coming down here. But now we're starting to see that break down. So we're going to keep our eye on it, because right below this here, between where we are now and 83,000, if we look at the liquidation map, we have 1.5 billion worth of liquidations here, ranging from 93 all the way down to 83. Now if you imagine price moves down here, so this is on the monthly, you imagine price move down here, past here to 83, right, just take it all. Imagine how many people will go short here, and all these levels will light up. So it's one final flush out to clear all this liquidity, and by pushing this final liquidity and grabbing it, you've also absolutely increased this. Because you can see already, just by this going down even a little bit, a couple of $1,000 from where we were yesterday, the liquidity starting to build up. So you imagine this big flush out down here from 93,000, 92, 91, 90. There isn't too much past 90, so it might even not even go down past 90, but if it takes this big bulk of the share, imagine how many people will start going short. How many people will start panicking as this starts coming down. Excuse me. And all these shorts open up, which sets up the short squeeze even more. There's $5 billion worth of shorts and increasing. So it looks like, at the time of recording this, it's wanting to break up the wedge and start coming down. And what we want to see is here, for it to come down. I want to see it wick through everything. I want to see it wick through this, wick through here, wick through the trend line, even hit the 208, even wick through that. And that will take you down to 83. And then think how many people are scared shitless and have sold. And then from there, all the liquidity is built up, and it's taken everything from the table. And only from there, then it starts going. So that's what we're looking for now, I think. In my heart of hearts, I thought it had to come down here, but I was respecting the technical analysis saying it's not breaking down, so unless it breaks down, I'm long. To be fair, I'm still long here, don't get me wrong, I'm not selling out of anything. I expect this to come down here and just slam into concrete here, maybe wick through it and then just go straight off. I think it's going to be a quick flash and straight back up. I think we're going to see a long wick candle, similar to something like this. And as Bitcoin comes down here, so you imagine if Bitcoin moves down, alts and everything's going to move down harder. So guys, when I'm telling you this is going to come down, let me get my measurement. Okay, say it wicks down, the max is probably 12%. So you might see your altcoins go down another 20, 30%. If that happens. You know, you see the majority of liquidity at 90%, at 90k, captures the lion's share of liquidity. So that's only 5%. So you might see your alts go down 10, 15%. So do not, well, this is not financial advice. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor, I'm just a guy on the internet. But if it was me, I would not be selling my alts right now. Because you're going to try and sell it and try and buy back in that movement. I think this movement's going to be so fast, you're not even going to get in here. And what this lines up with, so this move come down here, that means alts are going to come down. And then when the alts come down here, that means they're going to, look at that. See what I told you? This is how, this is why I love TA. So I was saying to Bitcoin, if Bitcoin came down 90, so let's just take it one step back again. You can see here, these are the longs. And you can see around about 90,000 here. If you can't see it, there we are. You can see the majority is up here. So I was saying the Bitcoin, if Bitcoin comes down to 90, it's going to be around about, say, 5%. So if we look at the others, which is, it's called others here, but this is actually the alt market minus the top 10. So if you see the move down there, so if Bitcoin moves 5%, alts generally move 2 to 3% of it. Look, that's them down at 15%. So when Bitcoin flushes down, we then get, there's a strategy called the wick fill strategy. So you wick, the big long wick there comes down, you can fill 50% and it moves up. But sometimes it'll want to fill 100% of the wick. So you see Bitcoin moving down into this area for the fake out, huge reversal, and we can cut that final angle. You're going to see all these charts do 100% of the wick fill. And that will be the move complete. And it'll scare everyone. We're going to get a double bottom, wick fill, reversal. Because if you look at the strength on this, you've got huge support here. You're going to have the trend line that's support, the double bottom that's support, and the 100% wick fill that's support. And all these charts, Bitcoin dominance, ETH priced in Bitcoin, the alt market minus Ethereum and Bitcoin, so including like the likes of XRP and all that. Ethereum, Bitcoin, alt markets priced in Bitcoin, alt market dominance, all these, and USTT dominance, all these have wick fills. Long, huge long wicks. Now, Bitcoin does the move down, it then wick fills 100% all of these key charts. And that is the move over, done, reset. And then from there, we will find a position where Bitcoin hits, and then we will line up our third angle there, and then from there we will follow that move that Bitcoin does. So when Bitcoin comes down here, we'll make sure this angle is set correctly, and once it springs off, up it goes. We will then set this last angle correctly. And then once that's done, we're going to ride it up, and then we're going to be keeping our eye on it because we do not want this breaking down. When Bitcoin does these moves, it does not break down. When he sets these angles, it doesn't break down. It just keeps going. You know, it just keeps going, sets the angle and goes up, sets the angle and goes up. Sets the angle and goes up, sets the angle and goes up. It does not come back, it does not break these trend lines. So right now, we are hunting this down. We are very close for this move to finally play out. Over the top, over the bottom, hit the concrete support, take the 1.5 billion liquidations and leave nothing on the table. It's taken absolutely all. And then that 5 billion in increasing is just that's going to jump up so quickly, 6, 7 billion, even more, and then it's going to ride it all the way to the top of here. And then from there, I think the breakout will then happen from, and it'll start on the final angle. And we are going to keep our eye and hunt this angle down, and every day we're going to keep on it. Because as soon as this angle breaks, depending on the price action, I might fake out or volume or how the RSI is looking, but we need to keep our eyes absolutely glued on this angle. When it finally forms this angle, we absolutely do not let us out of our sights. This will become the most important angle. And for you guys that haven't watched my previous videos, I am expecting 170 to 180 top. Let me take that back again, sorry. I'm not expecting that. I've put out a roadmap of where I think it's likely to play. This fourth angle, price to follow that up. And then this is a strong area because of a cluster of all the Fibonacci levels. And I think we're going to get the announcement of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and that's going to put the final push up and cause the absolute maximum amount of buy-in, because USA is finally doing this. But I have my own system, so I need to wait until my triggers are set off, and each trigger I take profit. So even if this keeps on riding up and it hits 180, if my triggers haven't been hit, I'm not taking profits early, I'm riding that up. And when my triggers hit, and then I'll start taking profits. So it's a good system because we can get out here, but also if it rides up past, you know, it lets me take profits at the maximum almost. So that is pretty much it for today. I'm getting quite excited, to be fair. This is all starting to play out. My gut was always wanting it to come down here. It always feels like it should do it. So if it does it, it's just going to be a full price action. The whole move has played out, and now we're ready for the last move up. You know, so I'm here every single day, putting these videos out every single day. I've got my own system that's going to get us out near the top. So if you like that, please subscribe. And every time my system triggers, I will be posting it on YouTube in the daily update. So you guys know to take X amount of your portfolio off on this trigger, X amount of your portfolio off on this trigger. So please subscribe, and you can get these updates in real time as they happen. But right now, I don't expect that anytime soon. I think we've got a big move up here, and let's see how it goes. So thank you guys for your time, and same time again tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. Bye.